So let's get started, guys. If you find the space where you are, we'll start off with our regular warm-up. We have some star jump squats and push-ups to do. So let's get set. First thing, star jumps, guys. Then we're going 20 star jumps, 10 squats, 10 push-ups. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. And squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push-up position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Line your backs, guys. Let's go for our sit-ups. So close the legs like we're in close guard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hands to the mat, we'll go for our triangle chokes. We're going to lift the hips up nice and high and close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Feet onto the ground, let's go for our bridges. So we're going to lift the hips up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And hip escapes. So hands down to the toes, hips out to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, relax there, guys. Last exercise is going to be for our neck. So we have to keep our head off the ground. We're just going to go chin to chest for the first 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And looking left and right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ears to shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice work, guys. Okay, so if we come up to seated facing towards the camera, first what we're going to do is work in between, just open up the hips, and we're going to roll back and forward, bringing the knees towards the chest, hit a technical stand-up, and we're going to do a hip opener to one side, and then reset the drill. So we go for 8 of these, 4 on each side. Okay, guys? So let me show you what we're working with. Now, we start off in your seated position. My knees roll back, knee to chest. Come up, one leg out straight, other hand posted. Come up into a technical stand-up just with both hands on the mat. Reset the position. And then we're going to come to the hip opener. So like your omoplata stretch from here. Now, once you've got your knee and shin on the ground, we're going to lift up forward. So hips come up, just open up the hip here, should feel a good stretch on that inner hip. Reset the position. Now without using the hands, come back, both knees back to chest, roll back and then back onto the other side. Second, we'll stand up, back, switch to the side, hips forward, back, reset, and that's 1. Okay guys, we're gonna go for 8 reps here, 4 on each side. Okay, just get opened up a little bit. Ready? And let's go. Technical stand up to good face, sit back through. We have heel and knee connected together, bridging up, resetting, and back to the other side. Twist, hips come forward, back the other way. Good. Past halfway, guys. Get these hips loosened up. Continue practicing your technical stand-up. Force through the hip. Rotate, knees together. And time. That's right, guys. Now, similar motion this time. As we're rolling backwards, when we come forward, we're just going to practice, again, another hip opener, but coming forward. So I'm going to tuck my inside hip heel into my butt, so drive off of this heel, to come forward and extend through. Again, I want my calf glued to my hamstring, my heel connects to my butt, reset. I'm going to roll back, knees to chest, tuck the foot in the other side, step up onto that heel, come up into position. So now I'm in combat base. And then I drive forward, coming onto the toes, lifting the heel off the floor. Just driving through, opening the hip and resetting the position. Okay, guys? We're going to go for 8 reps of this again. So 4 on each side. Okay, let's go. Really focus on driving through the hip, tucking the inside foot through. Good. 2 more, guys. Good. Okay, now the last thing we're going to look at, guys, if we start off in this hip opener stretch, we're just going to move 90-90. We're going to switch from side to side. So come back to neutral, shins pointed up to the ceiling, and lean across towards the other side. Again, we're going to do 8 of these. So from this point, open up the hip. I want you to get used to lifting this hip off the ground as well. So once I'm here, I'm going to drive up onto the shin, drive, sit, twist, across the other side, drive. 8 times. Switch, and getting a good hip opener, because for us to be good guard passers, good guard players, good wrestlers, we need to engage the hips. As Shakira says, hips don't lie. Good. All right. We come to a kneeling position now, guys. We're just going to warm up the wrists a little bit before we get into some movement drills on the hands. So all we're going to do, start off by leaning the weight into the hands here. So bring your hands nice and close towards your knees. And you just want to lean your shoulders over the top of the fingertips. Just leaning forwards. We're going to do a 10-second hold here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. We're going the other direction now, so fingers pointing back towards you here. And now what I need to be able to do is sit my weight back. So as I sit my heel back towards my butt, we should get a stretch down the forearms and hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, then we're just going to go for 8 reps again from here. We're going to go fingertips towards the floor, drop down to the knuckles, and then down to the wrists, as though we're wrist locking ourselves. Okay, so knees on the floor, fingertips, knuckles, back of the hand, reset, up to fingertips. Okay, guys? Drive through, reset, knuckles, wrist lock, knuckles, fingertips. 8 reps here. Again, not only are you getting the stability in your wrist here, we're working that flexibility for wrist locks too. And again, in Jiu-Jitsu, we're constantly putting our hands down on the floor, So we need to make sure you're nice and stable in your joints, because you never know when you're just going to topple over a little bit, or you're going to put your wrist in an awkward situation. 2 more reps. Okay, nice. Give your hands a little shake, guys. We're just going to start off with some simple movements. So we're going to start off in just a square stance to begin with, as though we're approaching the guard from this point. And we're just going to start off with some pendulum stepping for your Toriando passing. Okay, so we're going to go 8 reps of these and then 8 reps of our knee slices as well. Yes. Yeah, don't worry about that. My wrists are clicking a few times too. So we're starting with your hands onto the floor. We're moving pendulum step for that Toriando. So go foot to move. Coming back to the center. Each time you come back, take the hands off the floor. So you put your weight back into your legs again. Should feel the tension in your glutes and your hamstrings. Hands back to the floor. Switching sides. Reset. Okay, that's drill number 1. Drill number 2, we're stepping into our knee slice. So again, place the hands to the floor. Step, step. So we're in position from here. I'm hovering this knee off the ground. Again, my butt and heel are connected. My second leg is out nice and wide in line with my heel. Hands back to the floor. Shuffle back to a square stance, back to the other side. Okay, guys? So we'll start off with Toriandos. Again, we'll just go 8 reps of these, bring it back to the center, 8 reps of our knee slices, then we'll move on to the next drill. Okay? Let's go. 1, back to the center, hands up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Back to the center now, guys. We're going for our knee slice drills. So now we're going to be stepping into position. Okay, so hands to the floor, step, step, out in line. Hold the position from here, hover. Make sure we get comfortable with your knee being nice and close, your heel to your butt. And then we'll drive back up from this point to reset. Okay, 1. And back, 2, 3, 4, good, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Nice work, guys. Okay. Next position we're going to look at is going to be some jumps. So we're going to start off in this position here. I'm going to post my hands on the ground, and I'm going to jump with my right leg first, then my left. So the drill, I'm going to be in a square stance. I go right hand in front of left foot, left hand to the floor. I'm just going to jump the leg up and come back into position so I'm going towards the other side. Again, these don't have to be high. We're just getting your wrists warmed up a little bit. We're getting used to sort of these jumping movements required for your guard passing. But if you need to go nice and low, it's just here. And then you can start to build the height. From there. Okay, guys? So start off nice and shallow to begin with. Again, all I'm doing is we're in our square stance. I'm going opposite hand to opposite foot. So right hand in front of left, left hand next to that foot. Then we're jumping up with your back leg first. And again, these can be really low to begin with. And then you start to build the speed, okay? Let's go 8 reps of these again, okay, guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and time. Nice work, guys. Again, last week we were doing some chair drills. And these movements come into play where you've got to try to jump over your partner's leg to get into the guard pass. So really good drills to be using. Again, you're getting your wrists nice and supple, wrists are getting strong, and we're also getting used to being able to carry the weight and be able to jump over from side to side. So next one we're going to do is just walk forwards out into a push-up. We're going to let the hips drop back and then frog leap forward onto your hands. So again, we're going to start off with a narrow stance. I'm walking my hands forward into a push-up. We're going to do our push-up, come back, sit the weight back, and then from here, I jump my feet to my hands. Boom. Come into position, reset, back into the situation. So I'm into a low stance, walk out, push up, sit back, and jump. Come into position and reset. Okay, guys? Ready? Same again, 8 reps. Okay, guys? Let's go. 1. Good. Back into stance. 2. Walk, push up, sit, jump. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Nice work, guys. Last rep. 8. Good. Okay, time there, guys. Take a water break, grab yourself a drink. We've warmed up the wrists a little bit. Shoulders are working well. Now we can get into some of our speed drills. Okay, so we started with some guard passing drills, guys. We started off with sort of our Toriandos and our knee slice ideas of the movement. We're going to do some similar things. We're just going to sort of get mobile first with the guard passing. So we're going to start off in this position here with our leg out, okay? Now we're going to switch from side to side and drop the knee onto the floor. So while we're in position, we're going to move our weight from my right leg, transfer the weight into the left leg, post my fingertips, drop my knee on the floor, and then change sides. Go into position, post, switch. Switch sides, post the fingertips, knee onto the floor. Okay, we're going to go 30 seconds here. Again, just getting loosened up and moving. Then we're going to drop the hips on the ground. So we switch across, post, and then the next drill is instead of me leaning forwards, I'm going to lean across into that hand. So I sit my hip down towards the floor, and then I'll come back up again from this point. So drive off your toes, lift the knee, lean the weight to the side, post, sit, and back up into position. Okay, guys? So first one, knee towards the floor. Now we'll just go, actually we'll go 8 reps here instead of doing time. We'll go 8 reps each, and then we'll start our speed drills working with some passing drills. Okay, guys? So let's get set. We're in position from here, move across. 1, drop the knee. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Now we're moving the hips to the floor. Sitting the hip towards the ground. Coming back up on the side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. Again, with these drills, you've got to be able to balance your weight and be able to move the weight from different sides, transfer into your toes, move it back into the hands, move from there. Now, what we're going to go into is looking at how to move on the floor and going into some long step passing. We're going to try and combine it with some guard drills later on. Okay, guys? So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to step into our knee slice for 30 seconds. We're going to do a Toriando for 30 seconds, just like we were doing earlier in the session. And then we're going to step into position again. So I come down to here. I'm going to transfer my weight across. I go knee and forearm onto the floor. So knee, forearm. As soon as my forearm meets the mat, my heel is going to do a big back step to step onto the ground. Come back up to the feet, reset the drill again. So I step into knee slice, switch, drop my knee on the floor, drop my elbow, back step, and reset. So I can practice again. Come into position, knee, forearm, step. Okay, guys? That is your long step movement. Okay? Then we'll start practicing some knee slices as well from there. Okay? So first two are going to be stepping into the knee slice. 1, coming back, other side. And then the other movement is your Toriandos. 1, 2. Okay, then we get into the long step. All right, guys? So we're going to have 30 seconds on the clock. We're going to have 20 seconds in between to pause and rest and get ready for the next drill. Okay, guys? So drill number 1, Toriando. Drill number 2. No, drill number 1, knee slice. Drill number 2, Toriando. Drill number 3, long step. Okay? Just follow me. All right, guys? Let's go. Hands on the floor, stepping in, reset. Good. Halfway, 15 seconds left. Time. Good. 20 seconds rest there, guys. Next movement is your Toriandos. So now we're going to do pendulum steps from side to side. So into a good stance again. 2, 1, go. Switch, back. Hands off the floor, hands back down. Last 10 seconds. Good. Next drill, guys, is our long steps. So we're going to move into the knee slice first. So we step in, come into position, change the weight, knee, elbow, step. Back up to the feet. Okay, guys? And go. Step into knee slice, change the weight, knee, forearm, big step, back up to the feet. Other side. Step into knee slice, change the weight, knee on the ground, forearm on the ground, back step. 1, 2, 3, 4, back step. Good. Nice work, guys. Now we're going to go knee on the ground. We're going to practice some of our knee slices here. So we start 1 knee up, 1 knee down. We're going to post the same side hand, lift the knee, slice onto the hip, turn to side control. Okay, let's go. Leg up, post the same side hand, lift, slide, turn to the knees. Back on the other side. Post the hand, lift, slide, turn. Post the hand, lift, slide, turn. Time. Nice work, guys. Okay, last thing we're going to look at from this point is we're going to start off from your feet before we get into the knee slice. So we're going to come up from here. We're going to step in again, post the hand, slide onto the hip, then come down, same thing again. Step in, post, slide, come up, back to the knees. Step into knee slice, post the underhook, slide onto the hip, turn to the knees. And time. Nice work, guys. Let's run through that one more time, okay? So another set of this. So back to drill number one. We're going knee slice on either side. Hands on the floor. Okay, everybody ready? Square stance to start. And go. Step in, step back, hands off the mat, back to the other side. Ten seconds left. Time. Next movement is our Toriandos. We're going to pendulum step around one side and the other. Into a good stance again, guys. Close the hands, pendulum step one side, pendulum the other. And go. Come back, hands up. One. Good. Halfway. Now we're going into our long steps, guys. So we're going to be in position from here. Change sides, knee, elbow, step, back up. Square stance again. And go. Step into knee slice, change the weight, knee, elbow, step. Good, one more. Time. Good work, guys. We're going into our knee slices now. So one knee down, one knee up. We're posting your underhook arm, sliding through onto the hip. And go. On the floor, lift, slide. Onto both knees, one leg up, post the underhook, lift, slide. Ten seconds left. Good. Keep it up, everybody. One more. Time. Good. We're going to do our knee slices from standing now, guys. So we'll start up from standing position, stepping in, and then knee slicing through. Okay, ready, guys? Good work, everybody. 2, 1, go. Parallel legs, step in, post the hand, slide, twist. Back up to the knees. Step in, post, slide to the hip. 10 seconds gone. Slide, back up. Walk in, nice and low, underhook, slide to the hip. Good. Time. Good work, guys. Take a water break there. Relax. Just catch a breather. Good work out there, guys. Everybody's doing good. We're going to move into some more sort of skill-based stuff in a second. Yesterday, in our partner class, we were working on some of our arm lock drills. So we're going to practice those in sort of a solo format real quick, okay? So the two drills that we were basically looking at was entering into the S mount from the full mount and how to go from one side arm bar to the other side. So we're going to practice both of those. Again, we won't put time on for it. We're just going to practice it. Just go 10 reps each, and then we'll switch between the drills just to work on developing the technique of it, really. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to start on both knees. Imagining I'm in the mount position, so mounting my partner. The next thing I need to do once I've gained the mount position is start to climb up into a high mount. And for me, one of my favorite positions to go into is the S mount. So what I'm going to do is lean forwards. I put my hands onto the floor and my hips are coming forward from here. Now I'm going to slide one knee forward at a time. So I go, if I'm attacking the arm bar on my right side, my right shin slides up. I sit down on my hip to give me the space to kick the leg around, to sit into position from here. Once I'm sat into this position, now I can lean into this hand to step my leg over the head. Then we have both knees pointed up towards the ceiling. I can hold onto the arm, fall back with a bridge, and reset back into the arm bar, okay? So if we go on this side here, imagine I've mounted somebody. I pose my hands above the head. I slide my right shin up. And I'm sitting my weight back onto this leg, so I have the ability to change the angle of this one, okay? So I kick around and sit into position. Okay, I lean into the left hip, so now I can step over my partner's head. We go knee to knee, knees point up towards the ceiling, latch onto the arm, sit back and bridge. So same thing again, pose, slide the leg up, sit back onto this leg, kick around, we get comfortable in this position here, lean so it takes the weight off of this second leg. Now I can step over the head and then I can attack the arm. And again, all these movements is essentially the drills we were doing from here earlier. So now instead of me being in this position, my foot's tucked underneath me, you see? But for me to be able to step over the head, I've got to sit to throw this leg over, to go foot to foot with both knees. Okay, guys? So we're just gonna go 10 reps again, 5 reps on one side, 5 reps on the other, just working through this drill. Okay, we're taking nice and slow to begin with. So if everybody starts on both knees first, we're going hands forward, hips forward from here. We're going to slide the knee up towards one hand. So slide one knee first. Once you're in that position, we sit down and we circle the other leg around into this position here. Okay, this is always a bit funky to get into, but once you're comfortable sitting in the S mount, then great. Now we're going to lean into that hip. So the leg that I just kicked around, in this case my left leg, I lean onto my left side and I step my right leg over. And I want you guys to get used to going knee to knee, okay? We don't want to step foot to foot and have loads of space with the knee. So go knee to knee, lift the feet to the ceiling, then I can hold on to my partner's arm to go for my finish. So back into position, into mount, hands onto the floor, slide the knee up, sit down, kick the leg around. Once I'm sat into S mount, knee to knee, feet to the ceiling, knees to the ceiling, then I can finish my arm lock. And again on the other side, hands forward, slide up, kick round into S mount, step over, knee to knee, knees point towards the ceiling, reset the drill. Good. Hands forward, slide, sit. Once you sit, step, and there's the arm lock. 1, 2, 3, step over the head. And again on the other side. 1, 2, 3. Step over the head. Good. 3 more reps here, guys. Two more. Last one, guys. Good. Nice. Okay, time now. Now we're going to start off in your seated position like we're about to attack the arm lock. Okay? Because what we need to be able to do is also change sides from arm lock to arm. So while I'm here in this position, I'm going to imagine grabbing onto my partner's elbow and I post my hands behind. I need to switch my hips, so I'm going to reverse the position now. Instead of falling into the armbar, I grab and I change sides. So I lift my hip and we fall back into this position here. So we're into position, I sit my hip down, then I step the leg over the top to fall back into the armbar position on the other side. I grab the imaginary elbow, post my hand behind my partner, take the leg off the face, switch to put my shin and knee onto the floor. We're back into that hip opener stretch we did earlier in the class. I sit my hips back down, step over, knees facing the person, then I can fall back for my arm lock, catch the tricep, post the hand, switch the hips back to S mount again. And remember, it's the top leg that's coming off. So if I'm posting my left hand behind me, my left leg is going to drag back. Left shin on the floor, right knee on the floor, hip engaged, sit down, right leg steps over the face, arm lock. Catch, post, twist, hip opener stretch, sit down, step over, arm lock. Okay, guys? Let's go 10 reps again, 5 on each side. Ready? 1, 2, switch, hip opener stretch, sit, good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, post the hand, 8, 9, and 10. Nice. Good job there, guys. Okay. So we're going to reset the clock to go back to our timer, and we're going to go over some of our wrestling drills to finish off. Everybody loves wrestling drills. So first thing we're going to look at is just hitting our floor brushes and getting our legs warmed up a little bit, used to the movement. So we're going to start off in your wrestling stance from here. What I'm going to do is take a step forward with my lead leg. I level change over the top of this. So like I'm doing a lunge, I want to hover that back knee off the floor and my hands brush the floor. I reset, change stances. So I'm left leg lead. Again, my heels always raised off the floor for me to be able to push off of the position. Step forward with the lead leg. Level change down, brush. Change sides, brush. Okay, that is drill number 1, your floor brushes. Drill number 2 is our sweep singles. So we're going to start off in your stance again from here. We're going to start off with a down block first. So I'm going to go fingertips to the floor. My foot retracts backwards. Now I go second hand to the floor, backhand, goes onto the mat, other hand hits the mat, and we change sides. Like we do in the Toriando drill, we move in here, hand fighting, down blocking, changing sides. Okay, again, maintaining this stance throughout. I'm not moving from this position. Okay? I want to have a good bend in my legs, my hips are back, my chest is over the top of my front knee. This is essentially your wrestling stance from here. I'm protecting my lead leg with that lead hand, and I'm hand fighting with the backhand. So while I'm moving on the spot, my backhand is leaning forwards, My front hand is down blocking. Then I'm changing sides. Okay, guys? So those are your first two drills. After that, I'll talk you guys through it. Drill number 3 is going to be a sprawl and spin. So I'm in position from here. I'm going to sprawl. Once I've sprawled backwards, there's just a short sprawl, and then I'm going to turn to the other side. In position again, short sprawl, spin. Resting stance, short sprawl, and spin. Okay, guys? We'll go through the drills as we go along, and I'll be able to tell everybody what we're doing. We're getting a bit brainy, so I'll open the blinds again. Hopefully that makes things a little bit brighter. And let's get set. Okay, guys? So drill number 1 is your floor brushes. Essentially just lunges, getting used to your legs, getting ready to move. And then drill number 2 is sweep singles, changing stances from left to right leg. Drill number 3, short sprawl and spin. Okay? Let's get up on your feet, guys, into a resting stance. Let's have a look who has the best resting stance. Nice, that was good, Sarah. That's a good resting stance. Nice, good. Okay, let's go. Floor brushes on. Nice work, guys. 20 seconds left. Halfway, level change, and switch. Good. Change in stance, keeping a good stance throughout. Time. Good. We're hitting our sweep singles now, guys. So I'm in stance from here, down blocking, changing sides. Move again, hand fight, change. Okay, let's go. Time's running. So in your resting stance, down block first, sweep single. Down block, sweep single, good. Hand fight, down block, sweep single. Time. Nice work, guys. Drill number 3. We're going short sprawl and spin. Okay, guys. Very similar to the drill we just did. We just added in the short sprawl instead. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Into stance, short sprawl, spin. Halfway. Three, 2, 1, time. Drill number 4. We're doing Uchimata now, guys. This is your inner reaping throw. So I take a step forward. I back step. I'm going to take hands to the floor, heel to the ceiling. Switch stance again. 1, 2, heel up. Okay, nice and slow on this one. This is your active rest. Step, step, heel to the ceiling. 1, 2, 3. Again, a really good judo throw to use. Last exercise for this drill, guys, is going to be defensive movements. So I'm in stance, I down block, I short sprawl, I come up, then I hit a full sprawl. Hips to the mat, back up into stance. Okay, go. Down block, short sprawl, full sprawl. Boom. Back up again. Down block, short sprawl, sprawl. Good, halfway. Down block, short sprawl, sprawl. down block, short sprawl, sprawl, down block. Time. Good work, guys. Relax, catch a breather. We're gonna go for another round of those before we finish off, okay, guys? Woo! Good work, everybody. So catch your breath back. We know what the drills are now. The only thing that we didn't really cover too well was the Uchimata. Uchimata is a simple sort of footwork drill, but works really well. It's one of the most popular throws that you use in Jiu-Jitsu. Again, derives from Judo. It's an inner reaping throw, but super, super effective. I've used it in a lot of my matches, use it in all the time in sparring. It's one of the best positions to use for your throws. So that's why we spend that 30 seconds just working on it, getting your breath back from the drills and stepping inside. All right, guys? So again, when it gets to that 30 seconds, take your time to work on the skill part of the technique. Take it slow and enter your feet in to get to the right footwork. You step, back step, kick. Start again. Step, back step, kick. Go from there. All right, guys? This round, I want everybody to add in a little bit more motion with their stance. Add in some hand fighting as well. So imagine you're blocking a guy's shoulder, you're pulling his head for a collar tie, blocking, pushing him away, controlling wrists, moving and level change a little bit, okay? And to the untrained eye, it looks like I'm doing some bear claw or some tiger stance positions, but it's good hand fighting, okay, guys? So let's get set. We're gonna start again from the beginning. Drill number 1, back to floor brushes, okay, guys? So 30 seconds on the clock. Everybody into wrestling stance? Good. Remember, protect your lead leg. You want your, if you got your right leg forward, you have your right hand protecting the lead leg. Back hand is doing the hand fighting drills. Okay, ready? 30 seconds on the clock, and go. Floor brush. Good, 20 seconds left. Last 10, keep it up, guys. Try and get 2 more. Time, good work. Shake the legs up. We're going to sweep single drills next. Remember, as we hit your sweep singles, we're moving, down blocking, changing sides, okay? We're ready in 3, 2, 1, go.
Actually, leave it on because it will get rid of the moisture.
Good. 20 seconds left. Good stance and motion. Hand fight. Change sides. Last 10 seconds. Time. Good work, guys. 20 seconds rest in between. Drill number 3, sprawl, short sprawl and spin. Changing 180 degrees every time. Into stance again. Go. Short sprawl. Change. Good. Halfway. Keep it up, guys. Nice and fast. 3, 2, 1. Time. Whew. Catch your breath back again, guys. Next round, we're hitting our Uchimatas, okay? Again, it's step, back step, heel to the ceiling. Step, back step, heel to the ceiling. Ready? Go. Again, we're going with more of a judo posture now, guys, judo stance. So we're up a lot higher. Good. Halfway. Time. Good work there, guys. Okay, final drill. Let's blitz this one out now, guys. Rapid fire. We're going defensive postures, down block, short sprawl, and full sprawl. Into a good resting stance. Let's go. Down block, short sprawl, full sprawl, hips on the floor. Down block, short sprawl, full sprawl. Down block, short sprawl, full sprawl, halfway. Sha, 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 sha. Nice work, guys. Good training, everybody. All right, we'll end the session there, guys. That's some good work from everybody. We got some series of drills in from guard passing drills, working our long steps, our knee slicers, and we have our takedown drills at the end, just get a good sweat onto. Okay, guys? Again, the real focus in those is making sure we have good stance and motion as we're going for our defensive drills. We're making sure we're level changing. And again, if you remember the sort of rules of a shot, the 3 lines of defense is my head, hands, and then hips. So that's the sort of idea of that final drill, is your down block is really just my head meeting my partners. I'm always mirroring their stance. I don't allow my partner to be lower than I am, and then I can stop his shot from coming. If he beats my headline and level changes underneath me, then my hands block the shoulders, and we get our feet out of the way with the short sprawl. And then if he gets all the way through to my hips, now I need to bury him with my hips and sprawl him as hard as possible. All right, guys, so we have an idea of what all those little defensive drills are. So thank you all for training. Hope you all enjoyed today's class. Thank you all for training with me, and I'll see you all next week for some more jiu-jitsu.
Yep, just a message to everybody who's watching the recording of this. If you want to support us and you're a UCL student, you can do so by going to the Student Union website and buying full membership, or any form of membership really, any amount of money helps. If you're not a UCL student, you can't currently buy membership, but you can support us by going to our Facebook page and donating to our charity drive for the Mental Health Foundation there. Thanks.
Thank you very much, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a great Monday evening, whatever you have planned, and I'll see you all on the weekend for some partner jiu-jitsu.